Today is May 29th. We've crossed over the Golden Gate Bridge and heading to the North Coast in California sunshine. While we didn't spend any time this trip in San Francisco, we decided to get off the 101 and see a bit of the town of Sausalito. This is a beautiful neighborhood with gorgeous views of Richardson Bay. As well, it's lunchtime, so we follow the GPS directions down a series of very steep residential streets, proceeding cautiously around hairpin turns and across angled cross streets.
Down to the bay. This is cray-cray. You should play this on the,
I hope you're taking the video too.
I am.
We're almost done.
Sausalito. We can say that we've been here. And look at this.
Almost done.
You can see my face. I'm clenching my teeth. I hope we have good brakes.
We're getting there. Down to the wharf.
Only in a B van can you do this.
See, there's a B van right there. There's Rebel. All right. Winnebago Rebel, right? I'm just hoping there's some place to park them. We make our way down to the main drag, Bridgeway Road, and head a bit south toward the center of Sausalito.
Park.
In the distance, we can see the San Francisco city skyline, a beautiful neighborhood with gorgeous views of the San Francisco Bay.
Yeah, it's the weekend. I doubt we'll find a place to park.
Indeed, all the parking lots are jammed. We try several places, but no luck.
Parking dilemma.
In addition, these areas are just a bit tight for RVs,
You got a couple
even a small camper van like ours.
Less populated area.
After circling around a bit and seeing a bit of the town, we give it up
looks like
and
it.
head up the road to a grocery store with some decent parking. Molly Stone's Market looks like a great specialty grocery store. We're not disappointed as Margie brings back some freshly made poke bowls for a scrumptious lunch in the parking lot. Leaving Sausalito, we take Bridgeway Road north to connect to the 101, a massive 10-lane freeway. It's early Friday afternoon, so we should beat the rush hour traffic. The Bay Area is home to some 4.6 million people. It takes us a while to leave this sprawling built-up area, but we soon see the golden and inviting rolling hills ahead. Despite the freeway, it is a relaxing ride through familiar territory. In past trips, we have visited the California Redwood Coast by traveling directly north from San Francisco, taking U.S. Highway 101 north to the town of Leggett, and then on to the towns of Eureka, Trinidad, and Crescent City. This is a terrific route, traveling along beautiful forested hills and valleys, much of it along the South Fork of the Eel River as it winds its way to the Pacific Ocean. We'll take much of that route again. However, this time we decide to take a sharp left turn after our overnight in Santa Rosa. We're taking the Pacific Coast Highway to an area we've never been, to see and explore the coastlines of Sonoma and Mendocino counties, an area the locals call Mendonoma. Our first stop is Bodega Bay. Leaving our overnight in Santa Rosa, we are immediately surrounded by Northern California countryside. The road is winding and lightly traveled. As we wind around the north side of Bodega Bay, we catch a glimpse of a familiar-looking vehicle. We spot a campervan named Trudy, belonging to Chris and Marianne Fisher, with their YouTube channel called Tread the Globe. We remember fondly and becoming intrigued by the possibilities of traveling by RV in the midst of the pandemic. While we settled on a decision to buy a campervan, we owe much of the encouragement to do this by following Chris and Marianne. We've been watching Tread the Globe for many years now as they traveled from the UK to Turkey and then to the US as they head toward Canada and the Arctic Ocean. We knew they were in California, so it was a very pleasant surprise to see them here in Bodega Bay and to finally meet them. Cheers, Chris and Marianne. Margie and I wish you smooth and safe travels as you complete your journey around the world. This next section of the California coast is new territory for us. Similar to Big Sur south of the Bay Area, this stretch of California Highway 1 also hugs the coastline. We'll follow the road through Sonoma County, crossing over into Mendocino County, and to our next overnight target, Manchester State Park, near the Point Arena Lighthouse. While the scenery to our right is not as rugged, the Pacific Ocean scenery is every bit as beautiful as its big cousin, Big Sur, further south. With rocky shorelines, gorgeous scenic pull-offs, atop steep cliffs, the deep blues of the Pacific Ocean, and distant views of the winding road as it makes its way north. We have anxiously waited to see this part of California. We are not disappointed as we experience yet another highlight of our trip. Yep, with beautiful weather to top it all off. Simply stunning. Want to go down to the beach and put your feet in the water?
Yeah.
We have our pick of spots at Manchester State Park. We set up the van for the evening and enjoy a quiet dinner, along with a beautiful sunset to end the day. We wake up to a clear blue sky. It's still a bit breezy as we pull out of camp.
Exiting video. We had the ocean right there. It's hard to see, but there it is. We were at Manchester State Park on the California coast.
Yep. Mendocino.
Looking at the park trail map, we noted a pathway to the ocean from our campsite, about a 3/4 mile hike, but instead we opted to drive over to the beach. We can smell and feel the ocean as we approach, the roar of the surf increasing. After parking the van, we step out and simply stare at the views from the beach trailhead. Off in the distance, we can see the lighthouse at Point Arenas. Manchester State Park features a beach, sand dunes, and flat grasslands, with about 4 miles of ocean frontage. The beach line curves gently to form a catch basin for sea debris, which accounts for all of the driftwood found here. From where we stand, it is about 5 miles south along the beach to the Point Arena Lighthouse.
The mighty Pacific. It is windy here, but not as windy as last night. Gale force winds last night. Beautiful day, sunny, not as windy, and going to be a little bit warmer.
The park features a variety of coastal wildflowers, including sea pinks, poppies, lupins, baby blue eyes, and blue irises. The park also provides habitat for tundra swans. And, in keeping with the theme of our California route, we learned that the San Andreas Fault runs into the ocean here at the park. We linger a while, enjoying the moment. I don't think we could ever get enough of the Pacific Coast. Alas, we exit the park and continue north. Our next stops include the Mendocino headlands and the towns of Fort Bragg and Westport, and ultimately to Leggett, where we will rejoin U.S. Highway 101. This is a beautiful stretch of road. We promise ourselves that we will be back to visit soon. This is California life in the slow lane, on roads less traveled.